Hello, everyone. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning from wherever you are, anytime that you are. Greetings to you. I hope you have a wonderful day. I hope you've been having a nice time. I just want to light up your mood with this good news. As Queen Naomi and the king are coming back together after a long time of separation. Queen Naomi is set to come back to the king after a long time of separation. Yes, before we go into the real gist, please help my channel go by clicking on the subscription button, like my video, and turn on the notification bell for the next time I am going to drop another banger. So the gist is that the king has been begging Queen Naomi to come back. Yes, the king has been begging Queen Naomi to come back, but Queen Naomi said that she is no longer interested in the king. So recently the queen making announcements calling herself a single lady, and this really got to the king. Immediately the king heard this, he went straight to Oshobo to go and meet with Queen Naomi. The king has other wives in the palace. He should be happy with the two wives. He should have left the queen all alone. But one thing is that when a man wants something, he really wants it. You can never force yourself on a man. You can only be in his eyes. You can't be in his heart. Queen Naomi is not forcing herself on the king, but the king has Queen Naomi in his heart. Yes, the king has Queen Naomi in his heart. We all know that the king has a daughter, but Queen Naomi has a son for the king, and this son is the only son the king has. So the king would love to have his family together. That is what every other man would have wanted, to be with his children at all time, so that they can express their happiness and sadness together. They can join and together in everything they do. But Queen Naomi decided that she just wants to be all alone. She doesn't want to go back to the king. She wants to be herself. She wants to do her thing, and probably she's gonna set to get married to someone else in future. But the king is not ready to take this. The king wants Queen Naomi to come back. After the news of Queen Naomi refusal to come back to the king, other wives in the palace were so happy, especially Queen Miriam. Queen Miriam was so happy that the queen is no more coming back to the palace, but the king is not going to give her the happiness because he wants Queen Naomi to come back to the palace. So we got this news that the king went to Ogumosho to go and talk to Queen Naomi. They were in a hotel. The queen refused. The queen refused to come to the hotel, but the king told her that, sent a message to her that she should come to the hotel. She should bring her son to the hotel all by herself. That she should not send anybody. That she should bring the boy all by herself to the hotel that he was at. So they were in the hotel. They had a meeting behind the closed door. Nobody knows what they were talking about, but we had the information that the king was begging Queen Naomi to come back. We all know that Queen Naomi is a very beautiful woman. She's a woman of dignity, a woman of her word. She's a pastor. She's a woman of God. Every man wants to have a woman like that in their life, even the king. But Queen Naomi have her own reason to live a life on her own accord. She just wants to be herself. But we will all be happy if the queen decides to go back to the father of her son. If the king is going to make her happy, that is what we all want. Her happiness is what matters a lot. The king already have had different wives, another adopted children. He has a new wife, and he should be happy with other wives. But what your heart wants it. Who is reigning is who is reigning. Who reign in your heart is who reign in your heart. There is nothing anyone can do to change that. The king wants Queen Naomi in his life. The king knows what he sees in Queen Naomi, that he wants her to be in his palace. But other wives are not interested in that. All they want for Queen Naomi is to stay wherever she is and do not come to the palace. They don't know that Queen Naomi is the owner of the palace. She is the one that is reigning the palace. She is the one that runs the heart of our king. Our Queen Naomi is a noble woman. She's not gonna fight with anybody. She's not gonna cause trouble with anybody. She's just gonna be herself. And that is why we all love her so much. She is a proud woman and she knows what she wanted. So she said she's not gonna go back to the palace where it's full of different wives. No, she doesn't want to be with other wives. She just wants to be with the king all alone. But we all know that the king has gotten married and those women are not willing to leave the king. So we don't know who is going to win in this race. If the king is going to win Queen Naomi's heart or Queen Naomi refuser is going to win at the end. We don't really know, but we heard that the information reached us that the king is begging Queen Naomi to come back again, and we don't know what could happen at the end. Queen Naomi may decide to think about what the king is saying and decide to come back to the king. At least the king has only one son, and that is the one Queen Naomi has for him. And he wants a son to be around him, just like Queen Naomi also wanted a son to be around her. But the thing is that Queen Naomi was refusing to meet up with the king because she sees that the king is using the son to be the linking channel that will link her and the king together. She doesn't want anything like that. So she said that very soon the son is going to grow up. He's going to grow up, so he will know his way straight to the king, and the king will not use him as an excuse to meet up with her anymore. But the king still wants Queen Naomi, and he is begging Queen Naomi to come back. Yes, Queen Miriam is not happy about this news. Queen Miriam wants Queen Naomi not to come back to the palace, but the king wants his love of his life to come back to the palace. So what is going to happen? Who is going to win? Is Queen Naomi coming back to the king? Are they going to set to marry again? Are they going to get engaged all over again? Will Queen Naomi be able to cope with other wives? Would other wives be able to cope with Queen Naomi? Are they going to live together in peace? Queen Naomi is a pastor. She doesn't believe in having other wives, in a man having 2 wives, 3 wives. No, you just have to be with a woman from one husband, not a husband for 2 or 3 wives. No. So let's all watch out what Queen Naomi is going to do, if she's going to go back to the king or she's going to get herself another life. She's calling herself a single lady. Yeah. But the king is not happy about that. The king still regards her as his wife, which Queen Naomi is not really interested in. We know that Queen Naomi, she has swag. She's beautiful in and out. She's fashionista. A good fashionista. She's going to find a beautiful soulmate if she wants to have one anytime soon. But we are hoping that anything good should come out of this new development. The king should think of Queen Naomi as his only, one and only that she is. And let's see if Queen Naomi is going to consider the king, if she's going to come back to the palace. Yes, I love Queen Naomi so much. She's beautiful. She's a very beautiful woman, and I love her so very much. So please, this is what I've got to say about Queen Naomi and the Ooni of Ife. If you're just watching, do remember to click on the subscription button, turn on the notification bell, and like my video. Please help grow my channel by clicking on that button to add to the numbers. Thank you. Have a wonderful day. I love you so much. Bye.